Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Curse Charlie YouTube channel and welcome to this Theme Park Newsroom update. This is the debating side of Theme Park Newsroom. Now, this is from King's Dominion in Virginia, USA. Now, this is on what could be their next roller coaster with two specific sites being targeted at the minute for future development, with one of them looking the more likely than the other. So what I've done is I've taken the full not the family coasters, because I think this is going to be a thrill coaster, the thrill coaster lineup of King's Dominion and Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and the coaster types that are missing from either two. We're going to sort of debate and see which one's more likely to be the case. So let's get started then. So King's Dominion's coaster lineup currently for the thrill market. We have the Arrow Custom Looping Coaster. I nearly said Intim in there. We have the Arrow Custom Looping Coaster, a Mack Bobsled, Premier Rides Family Launch Coaster, a B&M Flawless, a Premier LAM Launch Coaster, two Philadelphia Toboggan Coaster Woodies, an Intamin Giga, and an RMC iBox Track Coaster. And then Busch Gardens Williamsburg have an Intamin Multi-Launch opening next year, a B&M Invert, a B&M Hyper, a B&M Dive, a GCI, a Custom Looper, a Skyrocket 2, and a Sierra Track Drop Family Launch Roller Coaster. So there's three main coaster types missing, which I've sort of stretched across both sites that are up for debate. So the coaster types missing then from both parks is a Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster. So that's something like a Smiler at Alton Towers, Hang Time at Knott's Berry Farm, Mystic at Wallaby, Rhône Alpes in France. So with the Infinity Coaster then, we're sort of looking at a potential launch coaster if it's going to be on Site A, replacing Volcano the Blast Coaster, or on Site B, it could be a Hang Time style layout replacing Dinosaurs Alive. So looking at both sites then, we're going to discuss more about the sites and why I think it could be different types of that in a little bit. But then moving on to the B&M Wing Coaster, so it could be like Raptor at Gardaland, Swarm at Thorpe Park, Gatekeeper at Cedar Point, their sister park of course in the Cedar Fair chain. If it was to go on the Volcano site, it would probably be like an outstretched wing coaster, maybe replacing the amphitheatre nearby as well. There was talk of the bobsled coaster at King's Dominion being the next one to go in a couple of years, few years time, so maybe they're going to save that site and maybe remove Avalanche. So they could got a full site to play with and two coasters removed for one big one. Or if it's going to be on the Dinosaurs Alive site, it's definitely possible for a wing coaster. And of course the other one is a steel curtain type S&S multi-looper. So if it's on Site A, replacing Volcano, I don't think there's going to be a real chance of that just because of how compact the Volcano layout is. If you take away the amphitheatre as well, it's still not enough for that kind of outstretched multi-looper layout. But the Dinosaurs Alive site, it fits the boundary. So let's get on and talk about Site A then. So this is replacing their Intamin launched shuttle inverted coaster that closed of course at the winter season this year, Volcano the Blast Coaster. Now to be fair, Volcano has had its problems, but we all didn't expect this coaster to go so soon, even before it's operated. Of course it last operated in April 2018, and of course it was only January/February 2019 when they announced the closure of Volcano the Blast Coaster. And you know, it was a weird one. It was definitely a weird one. It was a coaster that we didn't all want to go. However, we did feel as if with the continuous breakdowns and the fact that it didn't operate until it hasn't operated since April 2018, there was a hint towards closure with those stats. But you know, we still didn't expect it because it's still a really popular ride with the people. So if you're going to replace that site with a new coaster, a new thrill coaster, you've got to replace it with something that's going to be out of this park. It's going to grab crowds and it's going to make them love that site again. So going through all three coaster types then with that site, the wing coaster would have to be an outstretched layout, so it could be something even as simple as a Phoenix at Toverland, like that kind of layout. With those sort of overstretched airtime hills before it goes into an inversion. And those of you who have ridden Phoenix at Toverland or seen POVs will know what I mean by that little stretch of airtime. Yeah, so the wing coaster would work very well on that site. In terms of theme and name, I'm not quite sure what they go for. Probably like a creature, like a rebellious creature or like a flying creature. And to be fair, the B&M Wing Coaster is one of the biggest rumoured guesses for King's Dominion's next coaster at the minute, but I'm going to talk about what my probabilities are about the next coaster at the end of the video. Moving on then to the Infinity Coaster possibility for Site A. Possibly launched. Is it going to be a launch one like Caracho? Or is it going to be that normal Smiler, Hangtime, Mystique, well, Smiler and Hangtime, the main ones, without a launch and with a vertical lift hill maybe, or a normal lift hill and a vertical lift hill, or just a normal lift hill. Or it could be like a Mystique where you've got that normal lift hill, but you've also got a spike element just to give it that differentiate from other Infinity Coasters out there in the world. So that would definitely make it, you know, it would make it stand out better above the other sort of Infinity Coasters in the world. And of course the S&S Multi-Looper, I don't think it fits the bounds of the site, like I said. The Volcano site, even if you remove the amphitheatre, there's a chance you can make a smaller version of it, but I think King's Dominion would like to go big and bad and better with this one. Bigger, better and bad A. Bad A. Yeah, I think they'd rather do that than keep it short just to fit it within the site. But again, I'll talk about the second site and why it would fit in the boundaries of that site more, sort of, when we get to it. But moving on then to the Dinosaurs Alive site, the Site B. Now, of course, that closed only a couple of years ago now, so that site's been sat untouched for about a year or so now. The Wing Coaster, still possible for the Dinosaurs Alive site. I think it's more towards the Volcano site for the Wing Coaster, but I definitely think it's still possible for the Dinosaurs Alive site. I think you'd have quite a bit to play with again with the Dinosaurs Alive site, but I do feel as if a Wing Coaster is probably best suited for the Volcano site. The Infinity Coaster, like I said, a hang time style layout would probably suit that site more than the other types, like the Mystique with the spike element, the launched one like Caracho, the 14 looper kind of like Smiler, and of course I wouldn't expect anything to have too many inversions, because, you know, success of Smiler has been going downhill year upon year to some people. Some people still love it. I personally think it's gone downhill with age, like I've started to see with Soar Alive. I've seen the light. I've not been hypnotised by Gerstlauer anymore. But no, I think Smiler's gone down with age in my opinion. Some people still love it, like I said, but I personally think it's gone down with age and it's got a bit rougher. Well, a bit's an understatement. Hopefully it rides better this summer when I get back down to Alton Towers in a couple of months' time. So, yeah, hopefully it rides better this season. Now, the S&S Multi-Looper works perfect for that site. Compared to the Volcano site, Site B on Dinosaurs Alive site, the S&S Multi-Looper like a steel curtain works beautifully on that site. It's outstretched, it fits the boundaries, it gets the job done as a thrill coaster. It would get close to Steel Curtain's inversion record for North America, the inversion record for North America. So I'd like to see him do a 10 looping coaster. I'd like to see America do that. And again, S&S, it would really differentiate and make it stand out with that extra inversion on Kennywood. But again, Kennywood's the originator, so those won't be touched for quite a while. I don't think S&S will do a multi-looper of that magnitude for a good number of years yet. So that's why I sort of doubt that coaster for both sides, to be fair. So pretty much it's between the Infinity Coaster and the Wing Coaster for me. And to be honest, I would rather go for the Wing Coaster just from all the rumours and speculation, etc. So personally, the next coaster coming to King's Dominion will be a B&M Wing Coaster, probably on the Volcano Blast Coaster site. They'll use the Dinosaurs Alive site in a good few years' time. They'll block it off for now. Maybe they'll build something else on the site instead of a coaster before then, but if they're going to build a coaster on that site as well, give it a few years after the Wing Coaster's opened and we'll start to see stuff happening on the Dinosaurs Alive site. Now, of course, the final major million-dollar question is when? When will this open? Now, 2018 they added their RMC Twisted Timbers. 2019 they didn't really add anything. 2020, however, it doesn't look like they're going to add anything massive. So I would expect to see this coaster a 2021 investment, in my opinion. I think 2021/2022 is my best guess at the minute. I don't think anything's going to happen for a good year or so. yet. I don't think 2020 is going to be King's Dominion's year. I think 2020 is going to be, in the Cedar Fair chain in my opinion, more suited towards Kings Island, possibly Knott's Berry Farm, possibly California's Great America, maybe another part's going to pop up. I know Cedar Point's got their 150th anniversary, so in terms of in major investments, they're going to be at the forefront as well with their 150th anniversary attraction. They've said it's going to be a new ride, but it's not going to be a coaster, so it's definitely going to be a 150th anniversary attraction, maybe some shows as well. So Cedar Point's going to be the forefront for their sort of anniversary. But in terms of coasters, possibly Knott's Berry Farm and California's Great America as well, but I think the main one is going to be Kings Island for 2020 next year. But I think 2021 or 2022 the focus will switch back to King's Dominion. Of course, Carowinds, there's been rumours for a couple of years of RMCing Hurler by 2023, so maybe in a couple of years time Carowinds will be the focus again. Of course, the Rip Roaring Rapids site, that's now closed, so they've got a massive site to play with in the next few years for that one as well, so Carowinds is going to be at the forefront as well, but I think King's Dominion won't be in the forefront until that 2021-2022 season, when I think this B&M Wind Coaster is going to open on the Volcano site. So that's it then from King's Dominion on this video. Thank you very, very much for watching this debating video on the Theme Park Newsroom 2019 playlist. Yes, if you haven't seen the Soar Alive Halloween update, we've sort of moved playlists. So we've got the 2018 Theme Park Newsroom updates in one playlist, so the 48 videos on that, and then we've got all the Theme Park Newsroom 2019 updates on a separate playlist. So I hope you guys are ready for that. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss a YouTube video. And for now, my name is Coaster Charlie, YouTube channel Doncaster Born, but built for Theme Park News. Keep living the Coaster Life, dudes, and I'll see you guys in the next video soon. Take care, have an awesome day, my friends.